Emotional Jack. And y'all, I'm back, okay? I've been MIA for almost, probably right at 2 months. Um, I've been reading a lot. I needed a break, okay? I've been reading a lot. And I just been taking that time for myself. And of course, busy with baby and family matters, okay? So, I'm back. And I feel good. I hope y'all feel good out there tonight. It's Sunday night actually. I'm unsure of the time. I'm pretty sure it is. No, it ain't no 8 o'clock. Hold on, it might be. It is 8:01. I've been trying to go live since 5 o'clock. I've had something going on with my internet, but so I'm using my phone. I switched it up around here. I got my iMac in front of me. Um, Something going on with the internet. But anyway, that's not stopping me. Um, I got one question, collective. Do you believe in magic? Miracles? Do you believe in the impossible made possible? Do you believe? But before I get into the message, y'all, I want y'all to unwrap this box with me. So you know, guys, I'm all about paying attention to details, my synchronicities, angel numbers, and all of that. So, quick story of what's been going on with me. As far as synchronicities and stuff like that, there's this image here. The stamp with the little imprint on it, the red stamp. This stamp here. I was seeing it at work, on TV, everywhere. And then one day, I went into the bookstore, and I saw it in the bookstore on this book, and so I purchased the book. And this is the book I'm currently reading. And this book is called The Magic. And so, maybe like a week or two later, I saw, I want to say Afro Zodiac. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Afro Zodiac. Can y'all hear me? I hope y'all can hear me. Okay, thank you. Cat, loading cat. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Afro Zodiac. So, I saw this same stamp, but their stamp is the butterfly. Just so you guys can see. So, like I said, synchronicities. So, y'all just unbox this with me. I don't know what's in it in this box. Like I said, it's from Afro Zodiac. I hope I'm saying it right. Or Astro. Might be Astro Zodiac. But it came today. What came out of the bag was this box, of course, and this bracelet, this adventurine. That's it, right? This green adventurine crystal necklace. Okay, so it's supposed to be a spiritual box. So I ordered this on. I got it off of social media, so I got the link from. So when I ordered this during the time, y'all, I felt like I was going through like some type of codependent energy or whatever. I was feeling sad. I was feeling all kind of emotions. Oh, okay. I am an Aquarius. So it comes with a card. Okay. And a thank you note. Something that I can read later. This is another note. So let's see. So it says love it, brag about it. I'm definitely bragging about it, okay? because I'm unboxing it with you guys. So let's see. My world is a reflection of my thinking. That is so true. Because that you think about, you can bring it into existence. So a lot of this stuff going on right here. Okay, cool. And this is a selenite. I'm familiar with this crystal. This is a selenite crystal. I'll put that right there. I got incense. Okay, it says spiritual soul, incense, incense holder. I got another crystal. Amethyst. This is mine. Y'all know. If you don't know, I'm gonna say it again. I love amethyst. This is my birthstone. I've always wanted amethyst before I knew anything about spirituality, crystals, and all that stuff. But yeah, oh, this is so cute. It got the tree of life there. That's pretty. Yeah, I will be wearing that. And some sage. Isn't that pretty? Reminds you of the chakras. Okay, and I think that's it. I'm gonna put this stuff back in here. Oh, got this little bag here. Oh, this is the, what is this? The evil eye. It's cute. Okay. What came in this Astro Zodiac. That's what I want to call it. Astro Zodiac. I don't know what I was thinking about saying Afro Zodiac. As a matter of fact, it is Afro Zodiac. Shine. Can y'all see that? Alright. So, I just wanted y'all to experience that with me. Let me bring this mess up out of my space. So, do you believe in magic though? Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in a way that made, on your behalf? That's the question that I was asking. I'm gonna read this first part of this book to you guys. Let me see, I think it's like 3 pages. It says, do you believe in magic? Those who don't believe in magic would never find it. Okay. It says, remember when you were a child and you looked at life in total wonder and awe? Life was as magical and exciting. And the smallest things were utterly thrilling to you. You were fascinated by the frost on the grass, a butterfly flittering through the air, or any strange leaf or rock on the ground. You were full of excitement when you lost a tooth, because it meant the tooth fairy would be coming that night, and you would count down the days to that magical night of Christmas. Even though you had no idea how Santa Claus could get to every child in the world in one night. Somehow he did, and he never let you down. Okay. So reindeers could fly, there were fairies in the garden, pets were like people, toys had personalities, dreams came true, and you could touch the stars. Your heart was full of joy, your imagination knew no limits, and you believed that life was magical. There is an exquisite feeling many of us had as children, that everything is good, that every day promises more excitement and adventure, and that nothing could ever brought our joy for the magic of it all. But somehow, as we grew into adults, responsibilities, problems, and difficulties took their toll on us. We became disillusioned, and the magic we once believed in as children faded and disappeared. It's one of those reasons why, as adults, we love to be around children so that we can experience that feeling we once had, even if it's just for a moment. I'm here to tell you that the magic you once believed in is true, and it's the disillusioned adult perspective of life that is false. The magic of life is real, and it's as real as you are. In fact, life can be far more wondrous than you ever thought it was as a child, and more breathtaking, awe-inspiring, and exciting than anything you've seen before. When you know what to do to bring forth the magic, you will live the life of your dream. Then you will wonder how you ever could have given up in believing in the magic of life. You may not see reindeers fly, but you will see the things you've always wanted appearing before your eyes, and you will see the things you dreamed of for so long suddenly happening. You will never know exactly how everything weaves together for your dreams to come true, because magic works in the invisible realm. And that's the most thrilling part. Are you ready to experience the magic again? Are you ready to be filled with awe and wonder every day? Like when you were a child, get ready for the magic. Our adventure begins 2,000 years ago when life-changing knowledge was hidden within a sacred text. So that's all I'm going to read. But I read this because when I think about magic, I think about the impossible being made possible. I think about miracles being made where there's no way, and a way is made. I think about the gratitude and the mental space that you have to occupy to be able to attract a miracle or whatever to you. So in the comment section, tell me what was made possible for you when you didn't see no way out from your experience. What magic happened? What miracle happened for you? I can say I'm 41 years old now, but I can remember when I was like 21 with just, like a 3-year-old. And I ain't had no money to pay my cell phone bill. And I was working in my mom's restaurant. And I gave it, I prayed about it. I made it known in the atmosphere, I was like, okay, Most High, I'm short. I ain't got the $90 because it was AT&T or T-Mobile bill at the time. I was like, I don't have the $90. And, but I know you're not going to fail me. And I left it at that. But after that, because it was so what's next, my mind had to think on the things above. Like I was just walking in gratitude. I was very thankful. My energy was very loud. Okay. Unseen with the natural eye, but very loud. Okay, because I was exuding like love. I was just eliminated, like glowing in joy. And y'all, all kind of stuff was going on around me. I had an auntie that got mad at me over tips it ain't even that I was asking for the tips. People were saying give the tips to. They were saying you get this and you get that. She didn't want to share because she normally takes home the pot or however at that time. It wasn't a big deal to me. I ain't even get mad at her. She was bad. She mad out about herself. She ended up walking out. But when my aunt walked out, I'm still, up there in the air. Gratitude. Very thankful. Thankful for even though I didn't have the money. I was still thankful. I was singing songs. I was just in a whole different world, baby. Wow. Being in my reality. Does that make sense? But when she left, it was this one last customer at the end of the shift. He came in, I never forget, it was a white guy. Could have been a construction worker or something like that. At the time, the plates were like $6 and some change. He came in, and he got a full plate. I made the plate, but my mother came from the back and rung him up. And so his plate made it down to my mother. Like I said, she ended up ringing him up, and he paid for his plate. And so when he paid for his plate, he was like, give the change to her. Give the change to her. And he paid with $100 bill. And if this life is boring, see your way out, baby. Just see your way out. So he paid with $100 bill. And he was like, give the remainings to her. So y'all, the remainings was like $90 and some change. So my mother, she was like, are you sure you want to give her the whole $90, or do you want her to split it? Do you want to split it between her and myself? Because she ended up ringing, cashing him out. And he was like, no, I want it all to go to her. He was very stern, and firm. But what he said, not rude, but, he was the type that, look, I said what I said, I meant what I said. And that's how I knew it was for me. So, magic, miracles. In order to obtain it, you have to walk a certain way. You have to talk a certain way. You have to think a certain way in order to attract things to you. So, let's get into the reading. I dealt 3 cards already. So with the story that I just gave you guys, and these 3 cards came out as Party Popper, Magic, and Robot. So Party Popper, this is somebody that's full of joy. This reminds you of that childlike wonder, that child energy. It says joy fills the air, a moment worth celebrating. So a child, they get excited over the least or the simplest thing. Going to get some ice cream. They get excited about going to get ice cream. They get excited about going to the grocery store. Because in their mind, they might pick up some candy. You know what I'm saying? And childlike wonder, joy, excitement. And see, this is the energy that I was in when I gave my concern to the Most High. I was in a celebratory mode, just energy, regardless of what was going on around me. I had, like I said, I had an auntie that got pissed off with me over some money. That was the least thing, over some tips. I was like, girl, you can have it. Keep them little funky tips. It wasn't, but because what she got in that jar, I ended up getting more. Okay, and it was enough to cover my whole bill. So the next card, Magic. It says magic is all around. Believe in the unseen. So this is now okay. I'm hearing faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. So the evidence was there. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna get the money. I didn't know. Only thing I know is I left it in the ethers. I said what I said. I said my prayer. I spoke my need, and I left it there to the Most High in my spiritual team. So when you're operating in a celebratory energy, it makes way for magic to happen. Okay, but you have to operate almost as if in a robotic energy, just not necessarily one track minded, but just not paying attention to the distractions, understanding your reason. Okay, understanding your reason for the situation, knowing why, and staying consistent in your energy. Because I was very consistent. Once I put that out there and spoke that in the ethers, my mind went up. And I mean, absolutely, it was almost as if I created this other world. Okay, because like I said, I was singing. I was just thankful, joy. I was thinking about all kind of good things that happened. You know, nothing bad. I was just, like I said, it's almost as if I was on an all-time high. I was detached from my reality. I was detached. And it was replaced by logic and indifferences. So let's keep going. Okay, so I'm using the I've Got to Testify Oracle by Shabba Zane, by the way. It says, I love nature. The birds speak to me, and I know this is my spiritual team letting me know that what I have to say is important. So, some of y'all could be seeing birds, okay? Some of y'all, this is what your spiritual team is using to get your attention, okay? It could be bird. Like I said, mine was this symbol here. It was this symbol, and I saw it at work. I saw it on social media. I ended up seeing it in a bookstore, and I got this book and online with this Afro Zodiac box that I just unraveled with you guys. So pay attention to what your spiritual team is throwing at you. Okay. So speak your needs. Okay, out in the open. Let your spirit team know what your needs are. It ain't even necessarily got to be a need. It could just be you just giving thanks. It could be you just showing gratitude. You know. Now, I don't don't know, I had to clarify this card. It says, I lay awake every night wishing you were here with me. I wonder if you feel the same way or even think of me sometimes. The next card is, I see the divinity in me. No more hiding who I am from the world. Let me clarify this card in the center. So I just need to get away from everyone so I can figure out what's happening to me. You know what? This is somebody who's thinking of, it says, I lay awake every night wishing you were here with me. I wonder if you feel the same way or even think of me sometimes. This could be somebody pulling on somebody's energy here. And you may feel that, you know, somebody that you had to walk away from, you know, pulling on your energy. How do you know they pulling on your energy? They think about you a lot. Like look, it says, I lay awake at night. They ain't getting no sleep because they thinking about you. And they just wondering if you feel what they feel. But you end up walking them away because you're trying to figure out your life. Okay? It's more that you want, and you see the divinity in you. You're moving to your calling, okay? Higher dimensions, okay? Let's get another deck. McDonald's commercial, y'all. That's where I get that song from. I can't think of the name of the group who sings that song. But okay. That's too many. I need just one card at a time. It look like some love messages. And for some reason, that always come out when I grab this deck. I got loyalty, roadblocks. I'm gonna take it. Okay. So loyalty, roadblocks, new spiritual bay, and real estate. So this loyalty card, it speaks of a bond. It speaks of it speaks of comfort, support, and affection. Okay, so there's something that you were once loyal to that you find yourself having to have a standoff with. Okay, this thing created roadblocks for you. It created roadblocks for you. What is this spiritual bay energy? got Angel clarifying this new spiritual bag. Give me, let's clarify this again. Let's go a little deeper. Karma is infinite. What you give will always find its way back to you. Firebender. Okay. So something you was once loyal to, you ended up walking away from it because you realized it created roadblocks. Right? So you have spiritual bay here. And it's clarified by angel, infinity, and fire bender. So, for some of you, y'all could be stumbling across a new found relationship with somebody. Okay, and this person is a spiritual person. It says angel. It could be somebody from a past life with this infinity ring. And this person could be a fire bender, could be a fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is a new spiritual thing, not a past spiritual thing or an old spiritual thing. And if it is past, it's past life. Okay. So and I also see where somebody could be closing on a home. Or you could just be at your new beginning. You could just be at your new beginning. This ain't gotta be a new home. This could just be a new beginning. Okay, where you could have moved to a new state. Just be around a fresh set of community of people. When you're starting over, you're building your foundations from the ground up. You're at a new beginning, okay? And you was dealing with a karmic masculine, and you were made aware of that. And so this is why you left. It was a lot of, look, you got the 5 of Wands energy here. Some of y'all was dealing with a karmic sister. Because it says, this card here says, I hate my sister always gets the good men. I hope that spell work I had done make him dog her out tonight. Yeah, y'all had some karmics around you. So this is why you had to walk away though. I just need to get away from everyone so I can figure out what's happening to me. That's why you had to walk away. Going on with the collective. Because we guys are definitely being guided. I'm using the glowing guidance oracle. This is, I want to say Mystic Beauty. Mystic Beauty. Yeah, look at the bottom of this emoji, oracle of emojis. You guys were dealing with a karmic masculine. For some of you, others of you, it was a karmic female. He embodies domination, deceit, and selfishness. His presence exposes a woman to break free and reclaim your strength. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. So y'all, listen, y'all was surrounded by some karmics. But you believe in magic. You believe in miracles. You believe in yourself. Okay. Overall energy. I ain't know this card feel it from the floor, but we got happy family. So it says a supportive and loving home is crucial. So this is your focus though. Happy family. Go. I get it. I get it. This is what you desire. Life is filled with happiness, peace, and laughter, showing that a family's joy not only enriches its members, but also spreads positivity beyond their own. So, to maintain this energy of happy family, okay, you had to walk away. This, for some of y'all, this could be your partner. For others of you, this could be just be other extended family members. And because you did so, victory over your enemies. Okay. You're treading upon the head of the serpent here. Like the wisdom in Psalms 91:13, you're empowered to stand firm against the lion and the cobra, symbolizing your ability to conquer challenges when faced with adversity. Remember your innate strength and the promise of victory. With faith and bravery, you are always destined to triumph. With faith and bravery. Victory over your enemies. Justice card is here. It says the ancient wisdom of purity and truth. So something is weighing itself out in your favor here. Okay? Entanglements. So you was definitely, this right here, whatever it is that you ended up having to walk away from, between you and this person, this thing had you entangled. It was almost like an entrapment. And it could have been something that you was in for a long time. Okay? Let's read this justice card. It says the ancient wisdom of purity and truth. To transcend cycles of karma and enter paradise, your heart must be as light as a feather, free from heaviness and guilt. If the scale tilts, it's a sign to release what burdens you. Learning and growing until balance is achieved. Embrace this journey towards lightness, for it is the path to spiritual liberation and eternal peace. talking about you was loyal to this thing. This thing was heavy. You was entangled. You was wrapped up in this. But you're saying, I see the divinity in me. No more hiding who I am from the world. No more staying stuck in situations that don't fit in my position. And that's why you got a robot here. Cold and detached. Okay? Feelings locked away, replaced by logic and indifferences. So, and this is that Aquarius energy. Some of y'all could be Aquarius inside here. Okay. Because that's Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy. Operating from a logical standpoint. It ain't about your emotions and how you feel. It ain't about whose hearts are involved. It's about you doing what's best for you. You making the right decision, okay, to move forward on your own behalf, okay? Being the fool, okay? Starting a new beginning, like I said, with this real estate card. Building your foundation from the ground up. Some of y'all done moved out, okay? You got your own place. You're doing it on your own. You got strong arm here. Stand firm and face with forceful demands that challenge your will and your integrity. Resist the stronghold that seeks to bind your spirit. And that's what you did. And this thing strong armed you. That was a term I used to use when I was in the church. And when I would pray for people, I would want to know what the strong man was. Like spiritually, what was the strong man? And the strong arm reminds me of the strong man. This thing that had you. It's almost as if Satan having you like in the palm of his hands, almost. Things that grip you. Things that ties itself to you. And this, I just heard codependency. But not anymore because you're treading on the head of the cobra. And you're being led. It says starlit guidance. You're being led now. In the midst of the storm. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't care who you are, how much money you got, what you don't have. It don't even matter. Trials, tribulations, knocks on everybody doors. Everybody experiences darkness. Everybody experiences hardship. Things that come to siphon your energy or just damn near take you up out of here. But when you learn how to become the light in the midst of darkness, just like I said earlier, when my aunt, and I'm the type of person, I don't like to argue. Now, I will argue, because I like to debate. I do, but I don't like to, because arguing is a different type of arguing. When people picking it, they want to do this and do that, because then, it can lead to fights and put your hands on somebody. I ain't got time for all that. I'm 41. I ain't got time. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to shut up. And I'm going to let you have it. Okay? Because when it comes down to it, you got to know when to hold or when to fold. especially when you're operating in the midst of darkness. So if you're going to be the light, be the light, okay? If you're going to shine, shine bright. Don't let your light flicker on and off. Know who you are, know whose you are, and always be ready so you ain't got to get ready. You understand what I'm saying? And to operate in a robotic energy, okay? To be that person that's ready. Okay, you already got your oil in your lamp, and you out there. You got enough oil. You ain't out there begging for oil for your, your lamp. It makes you a spiritual warrior. You're equipped, okay, to go through this journey. So let's see. Let's get a. I'm gonna use the angel number deck. And then I'm gonna close this out. So yeah, you guys. Your childlike wonder is your warfare, right? It's your weapon for warfare. Your childlike wonder is what helps you defeat the beast. Because instead of you saying, I don't have this or it ain't enough of that, or I can't leave this man because he pay all the bills, this man dog you out. Creating all kind of blockages or whatever for you. You believing that you can, believing that your spiritual team is with you, knowing they're with you, knowing that there is no lack for you because you are a chosen one, you are a spiritual warrior. So, what I have is fifth dimensional thinking. Fifth dimensional thinking, number 673. 673. Which is a number, it breaks down to a number 8, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the energy of abundance, karma. And we already saw this number here in the reading when I clarified this spiritual bay. Yeah, the number 8, infinity. Karma is infinite, which what you give will always find its way back to you. Think of Saturn, the energy of Saturn. Okay, so let's see. Your angels want you to level your thinking up to the 5th dimension. You are stuck in mundane struggles and material world values. Reframe your thoughts. Keeping the big picture in view. Connect to your purpose and the valuable lessons you are learning at this very moment. So some of y'all already leveled up. Some of you guys are leveling up. So this 5th dimensional thinking is what's going to push you. It's going to propel you to. The next card is declutter. And this is the number 9 all together. It says create mental space. The number 9 is about endings. Your state of mind is a direct reflection of your physical space. Your angels are signaling to you that work needs to be done here. The time is right to declutter your space as a way to also declutter your mind. Take an inventory of the room you are currently in. Is there one thing you can clean, store, donate, recycle, or throw away? Yeah. Y'all need to put an end thing to some of this stuff. That y'all throw it away, give it away, okay? Donate it. Or just recycle it. Whatever it is that you're holding on to. These are a lot of cards. But I'm going to read them all, okay? You got 451. It says, signs are everywhere. This is an alert from your angels. They are around you with strong messages as to how to proceed in a tricky situation. And they will use anything they can to reach you. Like I said, the birds. Like I said, for me, it was this symbol here. Your angels can be crafty, so prepare to be surprised. Repetition is their favorite way to hit a message home. Draw another card while asking for more specific advice. Okay, the next card is Angels Oversee. I forgot to add these numbers. This is the number 10. All together, endings and beginnings. Okay, endings and beginnings. You got the 1 and the 0. So, and this is the number 10 again. 433. It says, you may have been feeling lost as to which direction to go in life lately. Your angels acknowledge this as this. Your angels acknowledge this and ask you to put your faith in them. Write down the decisions you've been putting off, then ask your angels for divine guidance about how to proceed. So y'all need to understand that your spiritual team is with you. I don't care what your situation is. For most of you, it's a masculine. It's a karmic masculine. Okay? For others of you, it could be a karmic sister. It could be whatever it is. A karmic community. A karmic occult. Okay? You could be a part of a spiritual group that not what you thought they were. Yeah, they all could have been not. Okay, and you're finding yourself having to detach. But just not, or just having the fear of just walking away there. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're in your head. I don't know where my help is going to come from. I was so codependent on this person or that thing. Ask for help. 644. And this is the number 5 altogether. Change. That's what the number 5 is. Change. So this change feels like a struggle. So it says your angels are asking you to get honest about how you contribute undue stress and conflict to your own life. They ask you to contemplate how struggle plays into your comfort zones. Notice where you are making life harder for yourself today, even in the smallest moments. Make it tiny change today so that a small struggle becomes obsolete. So the only thing you have to do is put one foot in front of the other. Know who you are. Know what you want. It's okay to walk away. Okay? It's okay to walk away from things that no longer serve you, and from people and things that no longer fit in your position, because we outgrow people, places, and things, and it's okay. Okay. So what else? I'm gonna get a message from the Guided Light book by Shavi Zane. This is a random message number 4. Your strength lies in your ability to remain unfazed, robot, by negativity. You are no longer easily swayed or tempted by toxic people or circumstances, despite others' attempt to disrupt the peace you've cultivated. Their efforts have failed. You recognize the power of faith, prayer, and wisdom. And while you appreciate what many consider ordinary, you perceive the spiritual essence in everything. This perspective allows you to outsmart their attempts to provoke foolish reactions. Those who oppose you are no match to your resilience, as you see every situation as an opportunity for growth and evolution. You understand the spiritual and physical aspects of your existence, possessing a wisdom that continually develops. With your purity and strength, you gracefully navigate all changes, facilitating major transformations. Now you are reaping the rewards of your sacrifice. Yeah, because for most of you, this was a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice, okay? Like there's something else I need to be. Where am I? 57 minutes. I'm already at almost an hour. So what can you burn and release? Some declare and decree cards. This is another deck by Bobby Zane. So this is one that I personally wrote. It says, I declare and decree that all illusions of how I define peace, my personal belief of what peace is cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You can write that down and burn it. All internal blockages created by myself or others are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Okay. All spiritual and physical cord attachments to all wit, cults, known and unknown, are destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. And I spoke about some of you being tied to some type of occults out there, you know, and they give you hell. They give you hell. Look, all external blockages. This is the last one. All external blockages created by myself or others are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. So you guys, write those down and burn them on index paper. That's what I Bible. Write it down, burn it in a safe bowl, okay? And get your candle and create. Burn it, fill that space up with affirmations. Write it on a candle and burn it. Let it burn all the way out. Big one. I'm going to read this one as well because this one's just sitting on my table. It says, I declare and decree that blockages to my soul's memories that hides my ancient secrets, transmissions, even technology and wisdom that are needed on planet Earth now are destroyed from my energy and spirit and in flesh. So, y'all, I am Unconventional Jack. And that's your message. Hopefully, look, I understand this message ain't for everybody. Let's see. So, you guys, take into consideration that life happens to everybody. Okay, and take joy. Take joy even in the midst of your situation. Remember childlike wonder. And I can remember in the Bible where let's see, because I can see the image clearly. Not the image as if I was there, but when it was read in church, you know how you can, your mind just envision a whole alternate reality. But in the Bible where Jesus was walking amongst his disciples, and they made it to this destination where there were children and just people around, but where they were, the children, all the children flocked to Jesus. And it might have been Matthew or Peter, one of them, that shooed the children away. And Jesus was like, you know, this is the heart of the kingdom right here. And why is that? Because their minds are not tainted. Their minds are not tainted. They're not easily swayed, easily distracted by the chaos of the world. The matrix, they know nothing of it, you know. It's because they're in their purity, they're in their innocence. They have that childlike wonder. They get excited of the least things, the simplest things. So remember that, y'all. Focus on the things above and keep moving forward. I am Unconventional Jack, and this was your message.